YouTube, what's happening? It is Sunday, January 12th, and we are looking at the 3 NFL games we got going on today. We're not wasting no time, though. We're moving quick. It is early in the morning. I got things to do. So here's a place I had from yesterday. I went 4 right, 2 wrong. We will take that. Chargers, hey, what can you do? They started off strong, and they choked away, and then Van Noy only had 1 tackle assist. So, but McConkey, Dicker, Henry, and Baltimore were all great plays. easy for all of them. So those are the plays. If you want the plays typed out, you know what you got to do. Or if you want the access to the spreadsheets, go join the HQ. Simple as that, right? You know what to do by now. I know. Yeah. And when I say spreadsheets, I mean these spreadsheets. These actual. If you want access, you got them. So enough messing around. We got 3 games on the slate. We got props to look at. We got sheets to look at. Let's jump to the first game right now. All right, first game, as you saw, is going to be Denver and Buffalo. Currently, we have made a refresh, make sure I get the best line possible. We have Buffalo at 8.5 point favorite with a 47 and 47.5 total. Let's look over at the actual depth charts of each team to make sure there's nothing crazy happening. Bo Nix, McLaughlin, Stutton, everybody, seems to be no injuries on this team yet. Nothing standing out for me. Buffalo, let's look. Josh Allen, main receivers. Again, nothing really crazy standing out. Okay, good. Looking over at the numbers themselves, Denver 3-2 in the last 5, Buffalo 3-2 in the last 5. Both of them, you can see how they've been doing versus the whole season. They're both in the top 4 in points per game in the last 5 games. They've been crushing on scoring. Buffalo's been giving up 28 points. That's some terrible ass defense, isn't it? Both give up a lot of passing or total yards. Both give up a lot of passing yards. The worst pass defense is Buffalo. Did you know that? I didn't know that until just now. Denver is the 3rd worst pass defense. So what's the over looking like? 47.5. I can see why, because I'm seeing they're combining for 66.6, 66.2 on the points. They're giving up damn near 50. So it's gonna be a high scoring game. Passer ratings are both in top 10. So I am leaning heavily on now running. No, the running backs aren't doing too good here. So I'm looking at passing yards. I'm looking at receivers. I'm looking at your usual kicker, defense, touchdowns. I'm not going to be looking too much at running backs. So definitely passing. I might look at both quarterbacks to see this. So let's pop over here to the numbers, to the props. So we'll start off with the defensive area. Defense, field goals, the touchdowns, all that fun stuff. So this is Outlier. Link in the pin comment. You click, you sign up, you get you a week for free. It's awesome, as you can see. We have some good props here. We have Nick Bonito. He's the only dude I've taken to get a sack this whole season. He's done it twice now every time I take him. So him to get a sack's always nice. Tackles, assists is okay. We'll leave these here. And if anybody, I might take Terrell Bernard, 7.5. Let's open him up, see what it looks like. See how good you've been doing, good sir. Oh, yeah, you've been doing good. And you barely missed these 2, but you're averaging 8.6. I like that. I like that a lot. Receivers, let's do running backs next because I know we're not going to do running backs. So yeah, you can see the running backs here. Nothing looks good. I'm not taking any of these dudes. Nothing's really standing out for me. The highest line is even 56 for James Cook. I don't care. I'm not taking it. Look, he's only hit 56 in 5 of the last 10 games. We can't play that. But quarterbacks, so Bo Nix 227, Josh Allen 232. We'll look at both of these real quick. I'm leaning them, plus I'm leaning receivers. Bo Nix for sure. Now, if we go game script, Bo Nix makes sense because he'll be behind. He has to throw more. He did not face them this year, so there's no recent whole season. He's averaging 222. Last 10, he's averaging 252. Last 5, 245. So all those are above the number. I like that. Yeah, he had a couple games where it was kind of woof, but that was where they blew out the Colts, and that was against Cincy where he was close. So I like Bo Nix to throw for this number. Weird, I know, but Bo Nix has been balling out recently. You've seen it. And then Josh Allen, 0. Oh, that's hilarious. It's boom, boom, 0. So you see what Josh Allen can do. Whole season, you almost got to take this game out, but it messes with the averages. So he's still with the 0 in there. He still threw for 224, 208. So now let's look at the receivers. Here we go. We got only 2 in the setting. It's Cortland Sutton. I took Cortland Sutton last time they played. It was great. I'm probably going to take him again because Bo Nix loves throwing to this dude. Yeah, except for sometimes. 80 point yards is the average. Yeah, we got some red in here, but look what we got. We got some great numbers. If you go last 5, it's only a 67, which is still over what the number they're putting out there for us. So I think Yeah, my opinion on this game is Buffalo's going to get a lead. Denver's going to have to game script. They're going to be behind, so they're going to be throwing more. So I can see Denver running. I mean, Buffalo trying to run a little bit, but they're still going to keep doing what they do. Denver's going to have to throw more. So I like Bo Nix passing yards. I like Courtland Sutton receiving yards. I don't like Josh. Yeah, you could say Josh Allen. I don't really like his passing yards. I think we want to say Bo Nix against Buffalo's 32nd ranked pass defense, just because you could say Josh Allen if you want, but yeah, I think I want to take Bo Nix. I might even take a stack of Bo Nix and Sutton, and then throw in this Terrell Bernard. Have these three, because I don't know who's going to win this game. I don't know what the spread is. I lean the over based on the points and everything. We're at 45.5. That could happen. I mean, 47.5. I think that's what we'll take for the people that can't do props. I always want to give you one that isn't a prop. So let's take that over 47.5 and just points, baby. Points. Points, please. So we'll take that. Now for which prop do we want? We're going to take two props. We want to take Sutton. We want to take Bo. I think I'm just going to take Bo Nix straight up. So we're going to take Nix over 227.5. I think he just balls out. I think he's going to throw a bunch. And I kind of want to stack it with Courtland Sutton. So either we're going to hit this or we're going to lose both. That's what I'm thinking. So we're going to go with that way. Sutton over 63.5 receiving yards. Yeah, we're going to stack these two, a correlated stack. So if you want to do like a prize picks or a 2-game parlay, even you could take those two if you're allowed. Some places don't let you do it. A correlated stack's hard to get, but if you can get them, they're nice. So we'll probably do that. There's a fourth option if you want to take this guy, but I just don't want to touch defense this game. I think it's going to be a higher scoring game. So we're going to take the over. We're going to take Knicks. We're going to take Sutton next. All right, game 2 is going to be Green Bay in Philadelphia. We can look over and see it is Philly by 4.5 at home with a 45.5 total. Bounce over here to the depth charts and see who we have. Everybody for Philly. Hurts is playing. Barkley's playing. Your main two receivers, everyone, Goddard. Yep, everyone's there. Yep, defense is good. Jake Elliott's there. Good. Green Bay, everybody should be good. We got a couple questionables still out there, but not the biggest. Quay Walker's kind of big. Evan Williams, a couple defensive pieces still no updates on, but that's okay. We're good. We know what we know. So 2-3 last 5, 4-1 last 5. Still both top 10 offense. Are we going another over 45.5? Let's look. Neither team's passing much per game, so we're not going to be looking at quarterbacks passing. I'm going to tell you right now, if these two are red, we ain't doing that. We will be looking at running backs, though. My God, 8 and 6 in rushing. We're going to be looking at Saquon Barkley, and Josh Jacobs. We'll be looking at those two. And I lean Saquon way more because there's a part of me that thinks Green Bay is going to be behind just because they're the dogs, game script. You know how that works. So, but they're giving up 22. Eagles defense has been okay stopping the completion percentages. They're allowing the fourth on opponent passer rating, which is what you want to see. This is why we're not taking passing. This number plus this number, these numbers look good. Defense is looking good. Yeah. Let's go to props. We'll see what we got over here. So let's start with the defense, touchdowns, kickers first. First thing we see is Nakobe Dean, 8.5 tackles, assists. I've taken that once this year, I think. It worked out great. Jake Elliott to make a couple field goals. I've loved me some kicker props this year. They've been doing so well. Such a slept-on prop. We started off with deep, tackles, assists, and they've been great. Look what he does. When he plays his normal game, his average is 9, and that's including a game with a 2 in there. If he goes last 5, 10.4 and an 8.5. Yeah, I'm probably taking this. Jake Elliott to make field goals. Man, that was country. Field goals. You can see 1.9 in the last 10, 2 in the last 5. That's all he needs to do your average. He's averaging 1.6 in the whole season. I can see them getting there. Yeah. Only problem is once they get to like the 3-yard line, they're not getting a field goal. They're going for it on 4th down. It's the only issue. So hopefully Green Bay's defense can stop them in the 30. So we might take this. So one of these two is going to be taken for sure. We're going to take a side or total for sure. So we need one more prop. So what are we going to look at? So we can look. I'll show you. See the passing. They're not doing good. 40 and 40 for both. We don't want to take those. That's not good for us. So no passing. We already showed you why. Running. Yep, that line's exactly what we're looking at the stats. Saquon, it's like Derrick Henry yesterday. Derrick Henry and Saquon are having the most monstrous season we've seen in a hot second. And I mean, it's impressive the fact that they're both doing it. So, please give me some Saquon. Hurts 36. Does it feel like Hurts just doesn't run much? I know he's hit this in 8 of the last 10 games, but it feels like he doesn't run much. Like, this is Saquon. Dude ran for 255 one game. My God. And he faced them in, yeah, it was September 6th. What was that, week 1? It was 109. Yeah, I think this was week 1. Yeah, it was 20. Yeah, this was the Brazil game. That's right. It was the Brazil game. He still ran for this. I don't, yeah, yeah, I still think who's going to stop him? Who's going to stop this man? I just, now I see. Now, if someone's going to point out, what about Packers rush defense? Yeah, they're number 2. Yeah, they look great. Yes, I know. But there's a couple dudes in the NFL that it doesn't matter what the stats say. You take them anyway. Derrick Henry is one of them. I don't care what Pittsburgh's defense was yesterday. I was taking Derrick Henry 100 yards. And look what happened. He ran for a lot of yards. Saquon's the same story. I'm sorry, Green Bay's had those numbers against dudes not named Saquon, but now he's facing the Saquon. So I shall be taking Saquon for sure for 103. I'm not taking him for receiver. You're just going to straight up run it down your throat. That's what we're going for. Anything else? You could say Jalen. I mean, he's been doing all right, but why? Just give it to Saquon. Let Saquon do work. Let Saquon eat. And then I think am I going to take 3 Eagles? No. Who am I going to take? I want to take the Kobe Dean. He's just, I liked him when he was at Georgia. He was a fun player to watch. I can root for both sides of the ball because I don't like anything for Green Bay. I don't like Josh Jacobs. The numbers, I just didn't like them. Look, the numbers aren't good. Like 50%, that's not cool. We don't want to take that. So, all right. So we're going to take, I'm taking Philly. I'm taking Philly minus 4.5. I think looking at everything now, I think this is going to be a Philly game. I could see the over hitting too, which is a little concerning because I like, you know what? Over. Now it is 45.5, so I'm going to buy the hook. If people are like, you shouldn't buy the hook, I'm spending the extra 0.1 to get the possibility of a push. You don't have to do it. If you think it's good, take it. I still like it at 45.5. I'm just giving myself a little extra caution. That's what I'm doing. I'm buying myself a little bit of insurance policy. So it's like people to take insurance in blackjack. You should never do it. Like, it's my money. Shush. So I'm taking the over 45. Just in case we need a push. I'm going to be taking Saquon. How the hell do I spell that? Saquon over 103.5 rush yards. And then we're going to take Nakobe the Man Dean. 8.5 tackles assists? Plus, that is a very large human. Have you seen that man? He is huge. So we're going to take tackles plus assists with Nakobe Dean. Now, if you don't like this and you just want to take Jake Elliott, by all means, not a bad play. You see, he's 7 out of 10. He's good. If you want to kick a prop, there you go. So there's a 4th option for you that I'm not going to take. So we're going to take the over. We're going to take Saquon. We're going to take Dean next. All right, game 3, Washington, Tampa. I will warn you ahead of time. I'm a little biased on this game. You know why. I live in Tampa, so the Bucs are my team. So... but I'm a full believer in don't bet on your team most of the time, but sometimes it's fun. And this is entertainment overall, right? So, but yeah, we have these two. Let's break it down a little bit. We got Tampa minus 3. We got over 50.5. And again, we have 2 just actually kick-ass offenses. We'll look at the depth charts first, make sure Cade Otton is questionable. Haven't seen an update on him. Godwin IR. I thought he could be back, but he never did. We'll see. Logan Hall, we got some questionable secondary, so Washington should be able to get some points. That's the first thing I'm thinking right there is that's not good. That's going to be Washington points for sure. And then we look at the Washington side and we see everyone's there on both sides. Everything's updated nicely. Cool. Look at the numbers, 5-0, 4-1 in the last 5 for both teams, both in the top 6 in offense. Tampa's defense has been number 3 as well. Weird to say with Tampa that their defense has not been great the whole season, but the second half, yeah, monstrous. 16th in defense, total yards 1 and allowing 2. Look at that difference in yards. My God. Yeah, they're close, but man, 456, 261, man, crazy. Number 1 run defense, 17. So Bucky should be able to get his some running yards if that's what they do. They probably will. They're going to run the ball with him a good bit, and I can see Bucky running for a whole bunch of yards against Washington because they're only 17th in run defense. Washington allows a lot of sacks. So first thing I'm seeing, that's not good recently. Might have like a sack prop for. Who would I take? I don't know. We'll see. Yards per completion, passing yards. Oh, they're going to let Baker cook. You don't let the Baker cook now. And then they're 11th. Ooh. Okay. Now the bias part of me wants to take Tampa -3. I'm not going to do that. I'm taking the over because let's be smart here. Look at the offensive numbers. They're just ridiculous. I don't care. Like they're going to let Baker cook. He's not going to get much pressure. You can see, and they're putting up points like crazy in both teams. I can see this being one like a back and forth, just mad shootout. Now I don't know who the hell's going to win. I know who I want to win, but we're not going to bet on who I want to win. We're going to bet on logical things, and that's going to be over 50.5. And that gives me 3 overs today, and that really concerns me. But the number, all 6 teams are in the top 10 on the offense. So what? So somebody's going to hit the under, but hopefully all 3 is, man, hopefully just get 3 wild shootout games. So let's go to props, see what we got to go with. So we'll start off with the defense, kickers, all that fun stuff. Antoine Winfield, tackles, assists. The man himself, he had nothing in this game, but that's fine. That was December 8th. That was a while ago, so he got hurt. So, is he actually playing? Is he? Wait, I thought he was out. Is he? No, he's questionable. I don't know if I want to take that. I almost kind of want to take a sack. I know we don't have any on here, but we do. We have Kalai Kancey. Okay, that's not good numbers, but all right. So we have Winfield. I would take. He's questionable, so we'll see. We want to look at QBs. Baker is 60. Jaden Daniels at 30. Oh my God. All right, we'll look at both of them real quick. Baker 248 is way better, obviously. Yeah, they said this is Jaden Daniels. You see where they said his 233. I remember Kirko for Atlanta threw for 500 on this team earlier in the year. Just remember that against Tampa. That's why we're another reason we like the over. Lots of yards could happen. Head to head, he played him once, but that was like week 1, and you can see what happened. Only threw for 184, but it was his first game of the season. Like it was his rookie start, and he threw for this. Crazy. So you can't hold that against him. You cannot hold that against him at all. So you can see how he's done all year. He's averaged 209, including a game he got hurt where he only has 6 yards. And this game he had 38 because, yeah, he played enough and got pulled. Yeah, they were like, eh. Last 10, he averaged 215, but you got to bump these up a little bit because of that game. Same in the last 5, you got to bump them up. At 233 against Tampa's passing defense, which somehow has figured it out. I don't know how they've done it, but I wouldn't take it. So I'm going to leave that off. Now, I think Baker is going to have fun against this number right here, 20. Yeah, long ball, Evans. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So you can take him. Bucky hasn't done much for you. Bucky's at 90 yards. You're not Saquon. What are we doing here? This is Derrick Henry level. You're in the 90. You're 10 yards off of Derrick Henry's number from last week. What is this? I can't take that. No, that's disgusting. I don't care. No, I'm not taking that. Mike Evans, last 10, we saw. Ooh, Brian Robinson gets 6 yards. That's interesting. We got to look at that one. Terry's a good one. I like the idea of taking Terry for Washington and then taking someone from Tampa and then taking the over. I like splitting them up if possible. So Terry's going to be an option. He's been great, I think. Let's look. Open him up. Really? He's had 8 straight games of hitting 6 yards. How many targets is he getting? Not bad. Could take that. If you want a cheeky one, there you go. Take Brian Robinson. I think I'm going to go with Terry because it's playoff time. We're not messing around anymore. Throw it to your studs. He's a stud. So this is going to be the first play I take. I'm going to take McLaurin over 49.5 receiving yards. Sometimes you got to stick with the studs. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to stick with the studs. We're going to go McLaurin for 50 yards. It was kind of like McConkey yesterday. It's like, who else are you going to throw it to? Throw it to your best dude. That's the best dude. So, and you can see the same story for Baker. He could just throw it to your best dude, which is going to be obviously Michael Evans. Michael, $3 million man himself. McMillan's at 52. Damn, that feels high. Why does that feel so high? It does feel high. But it is Mike Evans. And hell, if Mike Evans might get, you might just take his catches, his targets. Yeah, we could take that. Let's see. I almost don't want to take that. Part of me just wants, man, there's so many things I could take. I could literally take like 6 props in this game. There's so many things I could take. Yeah. Let me just go Mike Evans. I think they're just gonna throw to him a lot. So let's be smart here. Over 75.5 receiving yards. He ain't trying to get no bonus in this game, I don't think so. But he's still the man to throw it to. So We're going to take over Terry Evans. If you want to take you want a defensive prop, you could take him if you want, but he's questionable. You could take him if you want to receive running back receiving prop. Those are always fun. That's a good one. That's really good, actually. If I had a fourth play, I'd probably take this, and this would be my fifth play. So, but I'm not going to. And six would be Baker throwing, and then seventh might be like Jaden running. So, but I'm going to leave all those off. I'm only taking three. We're being more mindful of our plays this year. So we got the over, we got the two receivers, and that's it. That gives us 9 plays overall, pretty good. Let's look at the schedule. Now, tomorrow is Monday. We have Minnesota, LA. I'll have this video out tomorrow morning. I'll do it tomorrow morning, Monday morning. So I appreciate you being here. Drop a like, subscribe if you want the plays all typed out, or if you want access to these bad boys for all the sports I do, go over to my site and join the HQ. There's the site right there, and we'll see you tomorrow for some more NFL. Peace.